Hi, and welcome to A Couple of Average Joe show. I am Mike.
I am Joe.
And this is Compelled. Did you hear about the New Zealand volcano?
Yes.
Holy shit, dude.
It's a White Island, I believe it's called.
Yes. Like, what, 4 people died?
I think they're at 6 right now. A few hours ago when I read an update, 6 people are dead. At least 8 more are missing. And they have requested like 1,200 square feet of skin.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah.
You know what? If you're going to put faces to this shit, Americans Among the Dead after New Zealand, how fucking egotistical are we to write this? Americans Among the Dead after New Zealand volcano
I guess
eruption.
We'll care more if Americans died there.
I don't care about Americans dying in a fiery volcanic explosion just because they're Americans. It doesn't, that doesn't make this story any more or less important.
Dude, the way that our media works, aren't they trying to make us xenophobic?
Oh, I love it how they're probably going to do the California connection. Like if every time you watch the fucking news, they always
Northern California. They'll say from Northern California.
The California conneking.
Yeah.
Who cares? Shut up. Killed 14 people when it erupted with little warning is notoriously difficult to predict. No shit. Making it one of the most dangerous in the world, according to scientists. Well, I mean, if the volcano is active and you're going to that island, maybe you should stay away from that fucking island, you know?
Yeah, that's common sense.
I mean, it's a major tourist attraction and some warning signs were reported. Scientists familiar with the area said they were not enough to halt public tours. It's not the first time this volcano has behaved like that, where there was an explosion with no warning. This time it was terrible because the explosion happened when people were visiting the crater.
Damn.
Good.
Look, if there's an active, I don't know, my common sense tells me, even though I would love to go to a volcano and check it out, if it's fucking active, I'm not going anywhere near the crater. I'm not going anywhere near the fucking volcano.
I'll go on the island.
Yeah.
I ain't going anywhere near that fucking mountain.
Yeah.
Like years ago, I flew. So was it the Cascade Range? Is that what it's called? The mountain range that has Mount St. Helens on it.
Yeah,
right?
Washington State,
which is, I think, the Cascade Range.
Okay, I think you're right.
I think. Long story short is we flew right over the crater of Mount St. Helens.
What year was that?
It was years after it had blown up.
Okay, so it was way collapsed and everything.
No.
Or it already built back up.
And yeah, well, the what do they call it? The internal, so the Mount St. Helens blows up and then it starts to build up again.
Yeah.
Whatever they call that. And when you fly over it, like you can see it and you can see the steam coming off of it and all the fucking, it's really cool. But like we're flying over it and I can look right down into it. I'm like, if that fucking thing goes off,
we're done.
Yeah. I'm a fucking bug splat. I'm a bug stain on someone's windshield, right?
Ugh.
But still cool. When there's a fucking active volcano anywhere near, like, stay the fuck away from it.
Yeah, at least 100 miles away from it. Because of also, like, remember when Mount St. Helens went off, all of the flooding.
Well, but Mount St. Helens blew out the side.
Yeah.
Which they weren't prepared for that to happen.
Until they saw the time lapse of it and they saw it bulge out and they're like, it was too late.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, this is not good. Because that's not how volcanoes normally blow up.
Where was Pierce Brosnan when they needed him?
Still trying to...
he was still Remington Steele at the time.
Yeah, he was still Remington Steele. Whatever that movie was.
Dante's Peak.
Was still like 10 years off.
It was, Linda Hamilton before she looked like a fucking zombie corpse.
Yeah. Oh, Linda Hamilton before she turned 70 years old. I fucking hate that shit.
I'm going to take what your mom said. She looks like shit. She looked like shit. She looked like shit with makeup.
She's goddamn 70 or 72 years old.
She's a rough 70.
She's not.
Have you seen Meg Foster? She looks like fucking Meg Foster. Like, look like
yeah, but Meg Foster was 40 when she looked like that. Linda Hamilton is fucking 70 goddamn years old, and everybody's complaining about how she looks like shit. Fuck off. My grandmother's 90 years old.
Your grandma looks a little better.
No, she doesn't.
Just
looks the same.
Look, there's some 70-year-old woman that look way better than her. Look at Jamie Lee Curtis. She's close to that age. She looks great.
She's still got wrinkles, but she's also doing Botox and shit like that.
Dude, Linda Hamilton looks like beef jerky.
She's 70 plus years old.
Okay.
You get to 70 years old and tell me you don't look like that with fucking whatever's going on in your life.
She looked like she'd been rough on herself.
Let's see. Researchers at GeoNet, an organization founded in 2001 that monitors activity of all New Zealand's volcanoes, observed an uptick in activity at White Island, small, muddy, geyser-like explosions in the volcano's active crater, but kept their alert level to 1, their lowest designation, which signals minor violent volcanic unrest. On November 18th, the warning was raised to level 2, which means stay the fuck away from it.
Yeah, well, no more tourists.
Stronger volcanic tremors, and an increase in toxic sulfur dioxide. Level 2 is categorized as moderate to heightened volcanic unrest. But tour companies typically stick to a business-as-usual approach.
Oh, they have
Fuck you.
They have to get to DEFCON 4 before they,
God damn, I mean, how stupid can you be?
Can you smell a negligence lawsuit coming on?
With a level 2, it's standard practice for tour operators to keep operating, even though geysers are firing off. There might be more activity like mud or water being thrown out of the crater lake, but operators would not cancel tours on a level 2 alert.
I can see a few businesses going out of business.
Yeah, it's one of the most active volcanic systems, and it's very difficult to predict. This sort of activity waxes and wanes all the time, and alert levels go from 1 to 2, and in most cases, nothing happens.
If it's at 2, you stop touring.
White Island is known as a stratovolcano, characterized by continuous small to moderate eruptions over the past 150,000 years. 70% of the volcano is submerged in the Bay of Plenty, and eruptions at White Island typically occur when water comes into contact with magma.
Magma.
47 tourists were visiting White Island, which is 30 miles off the coast of New Zealand's North Island, and the area is still too dangerous for emergency workers to recover the bodies. GeoNet has kept its alert at level 3, saying there's a medium likelihood of future eruptive activity within the next 24 hours. They intend to open an investigation into the events surrounding the eruptions. Really? You're going to investigate the eruption? The fucking thing erupted. We're going to investigate the volcano to find out why it blew up.
Hey, buddy. You still active in there? God damn it.
What was that? Who was the lady from Dragnet?
Kathleen Freeman.
What do you want? This is from Joe knocking on the door to the volcano.
She got away with saying jizz bucket in a PG-13 film. Hilarious.
Jizz bucket.
Let's see. It's going to be an ad. It's a 120 clip. And it's going to
got here before that big, fat, stupid-looking piece of sewage breath stole my white wedding dress.
Miss Borden, sewage breath would be your little nickname for...
Muzz. Emil Muzz.
Emil Muzz.
Hi, my name is Emil Muzz, and I'm a pagan.
Before that big, fat, stupid-looking piece of sewage breath stole my white wedding dress.
Miss Borden, sewage breath would be your little nickname for...
Muzz. Emil Muzz.
Not much of an improvement.
That asswipe also skipped me for 2 months' rent when his deposit check bounced. Goddamn puss-faced little pimpstick. All that was left in this room was a big box of these things.
Any idea where this Emil Muzz could be right now? Friends? Family?
Nah, he was a loner. Took off in the middle of the night. Useless scum-lapping shitbag.
Just the facts, ma'am. He leave anything else behind?
Yeah, tape deck, which I had to sell to make up for the lost rent, so there's nothing you can do about it, you slimy little jizz bucket.
Yes, ma'am, although I should point out to you that technically you could be cited for swearing at us like that.
Says who, flathead?
Says the California Penal Code, Section 314.1, covering obscene live conduct in public. Good enough for you, lady?
The magazines and papers were his down in the trash. No checks or money, I looked. I should have thrown it all in the river the day he left, but unlike some people, I have a heart, God damn it. That miserable little bag of puke.
I think we're finished here, don't you, Detective Strebeck?
That's the volcano reacting to everybody coming to knock on his door.
Hey, what are you doing in there?
What are you doing? Miserable jizz bucket? I should probably fucking isolate that.
Oh, God.
Anyways, so now that's not the only thing that's going on in Australia. Dude, there's like massive wildfires going on there. Okay.
Is it happening in the interior?
That's
gotta suck. That a continent that big, and most people live on the exterior of it because it's too hot on the interior.
They're too big to put out. Oh, they were talking about, like, I can't remember which news organization. I think it may have been CNN, but they were equating the Amazon. Was it the Amazon fires from last year? Remember or earlier this year that were happening? Mm-hmm. They're like, so remember how big the Amazon fires were this year? This is how big the Australia fires this year. It was like 140,000 hectares, and and fucking Australia's at 1 million. They're like 10 times the amount. Is some fucking crazy amount of shit.
So you could technically probably see the smoke from a satellite then.
Yeah, that's the size of the fucking fire. 11 times worse than hazardous levels as Australia's brush fire rage. North South Wales. That's what, New South Wales. New South Wales. Here it is. How big are the fires burning on the east coast of Australia? The fires have killed 6 people, destroyed more than 680 homes in New South Wales. The scale of the area burned by the fires is immense, with at least 2.2 million hectares burned or currently burning in New South Wales and Queensland.
How many square miles is that?
A lot.
Thank you.
The area burned has been updated to a total of 2.9 million hectares. So how much is 2.9 million
square mileage?
Hectares in feet.
1 hectare is 2.471 acres. Damn, that's a lot.
It's 11,197 square miles.
So that'd be 7 million acres.
Or that many square feet.
That's a lot. Is the earth that big?
Okay, 312 billion square feet.
Damn.
That's what it looks like. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 100,000. 153,402,000. 312 billion square feet. 100 million. 1 billion, 10 billion, 100 million, 100 billion. That's how big. Fuck, man.
Oh, hey, I guess they can put up condos after it clears the whole area, huh?
7 million acres. God damn, man.
It's almost 7.2 million acres.
It's devastating, and I'm sorry for the people, because I got people that
I said that too. I fucking said that like 2 minutes ago.
I know. I don't care about what you said.
Fuck me.
I mean, I'm more interested in like square miles. We figured out how many acres are square miles. I don't care about that. Let's do.
How many animals are dying in that shit?
All of them.
Damn.
We can do square inches. We can do centimeters. We can do square feet.
I hate Qantas.
Square meters. It's literally the size of like from Philadelphia to New Haven, Connecticut. That's the size of the fire. North to Newburgh.
To Poughkeepsie.
And down to Tom's River.
I thought you were going to say Tom's Diner.
Tom's Diner. Easton to Long Island. That's a huge fucking fire.
Yeah,
that would take out like if you move.
That looks like a nuclear blast radius, like a megaton.
Yeah, you take out. There we go. That's just awful, man. I mean, what can you do? Hey, don't live in Australia.
Hey, if they fly me out there and pay for room and board, I'll hold a hose.
Who's gonna fucking fly you out there?
I guess no one. You negative Nancy.
I was just asking. Who do you know is gonna fly you out there?
I don't know. I'll join a group.
The fire brigade.
Hey, your hours have been reduced. Come with me.
Joe's fire brigade.
Let's be heroes just for one day.
I should be considered a hero just for working where I work.
Yeah.
We should be considered heroes just for going into Walmart.
In fact, you haven't been held up yet.
Yeah. 6,700,000 acres. God damn, dude.
Yeah.
700 homes, 49 facilities, and 1,500 buildings have been destroyed. That's when the Rural Fire Service confirmed it December 11th. So that was today. That's fucking insane. And it's too big to put out.
Well, in Australia, that was yesterday.
Yeah, but it was updated today for America. So it's tomorrow in Australia.
Yeah.
So what we're getting today is what's happening tomorrow.
The fire looks almost green. This is a weird picture filter.
Yeah. I mean, look at it. It's just fucking insane.
Oh, wait. Maybe because it's in Australia, it's a different color. Like everything else is just off. Like they have, what do they have? They have like black widows with a different kind of hourglass on them or something. You know, there's like weird just variation.
Australia is just one gigantic country of death.
Yeah.
Fucking spiders that kill birds. Birds that kill birds, hornets that kill birds, spiders that eat people, you know,
and wallabies.
Yeah, wallabies. They got, koala bears with the plague.
Rabbits overbreeding.
Yeah, the fucking the dingoes.
And they're eating babies.
Steal babies.
Yeah.
You got snakes that just who gives a shit? They'll fuck you up.
Yeah, because they've been growing and for millions of years they've been growing in a secluded environment, on this nation.
Yeah.
And they're just
I love Australia, but at the same time, fuck Australia.
Yeah,
I want to visit Australia. Yeah. I really do, but like I want to live.
Yeah, if I'm going to do a walkabout, it's going to be in Sydney.
Even then,
near the ocean.
Yeah, even then.
Or are there pirates over there?
No, there's great white sharks.
Okay, well, I'll just dip a toe then.
The fire, people who cannot defend their property from approaching fires have been told they should leave immediately. Since October, brush fires or bush fires have killed 6 people and destroyed 700 homes. The severity of the blazes so early in the fire season has caused alarm and prompted calls for greater action to tackle climate change. Fires have also raged across Queensland, Victoria, South Australia, Western Australia, and Tasmania. By the way, this happens every year, so it's not anything new. What's new is the fact that this shit is just out of control. Several fires have combined to form the Gospers Mountain Mega Blaze, which is 283,000 hectares in size.
I could totally hear a potty around. Mega Blaze.
At 12 local Saturday, 95 fires were burning. More than 2,000 firefighters were out in the field. Let's see. And at one point, Friday, 9 fires have been raised to emergency level warnings, although these decreased markedly amid a brief respite in conditions. The blazes north of Sydney were sending black fumes across the city, causing a rise in medical problems. New South Wales Deputy Commissioner Rob Rogers told national broadcaster, "We cannot." I can't do fucking Australian.
Why not? You can't do.
We cannot stop these fires.
Think of Korg.
They will just keep burning until conditions ease. And then we'll try to do what we can to contain them.
Oh yeah, it's just like a giant circle.
Just a big circle.
It's a big circle.
Huge. He said the 60-kilometer stretch of Hawkesbury to Singleton was, it's just on fire. The whole fucking thing.
And Doug is dead.
Yeah, Doug is dead.
There's Doug.
And Rocco's still a wallaby. Video footage from the Orangeville area showed firefighters running from a wall of fire. Jesus Christ. And the Walkabout Wildlife Park has evacuated hundreds of animals. They can't go on a walkabout. Fire officials in Ingleburn warned. Now I'm going like total Massachusetts. If your property is not prepared for a brush fire and you're not sure you're able or capable of defending your property, if a fire approaches, you need to leave. That's from Maine. That's the East Coast, Upper East Coast. Firefighters from Canada were briefed in Sydney on Friday and will be deployed across New South Wales over the weekend to be joined by teams in the U.S. I'm not making fun of Australia. It is fucking horrendous out there. It is as bad as I've ever seen a fire across the city.
I ran through a burning wall of fire.
I lived in Southern California when we were ringed by fires, dude, and it's not fun.
Yeah.
I worked for a call center, and the fucking AC was sucking in the smoke, and it was all hazy inside, and we could barely talk. And they're like, "Nope, you got to work." Like, fuck you. Mm-hmm. This is completely hazardous to our health.
Yeah,
like they didn't care. No, I mean, I'm not the only one that said that. We had people going, "This is completely hazardous to our health. We need to shut down and get the fuck out of here so we can get the fuck out of town because those fires are like a mile and a half away."
And
they're like, "No, sorry."
Wind change could blow that right at you.
Like, it's insane. So is this fire season particularly bad? It hasn't come close to the fatalities of 2009 where 200 people died, but the scale of damage has been huge, more than 1.6 million. Okay, we've already gone through that, and I'm not going through that. So anyways, my heart goes out to all my Australian friends, and I hope everything gets better sooner rather than later.
Yes.
It's ugh. I mean, it's awful. That's awful. I mean, I can't imagine. I can, but I can't because we've lived through the 2 PG&E fires.
Yeah, Paradise.
Yep.
Which I've never seen it, but I've just read about it and saw pictures.
Yep.
You see the picture like the guy golfing with the fire going on in the background?
Mm-hmm.
That was insane.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. But what are you going to do? It's not anywhere close to me.
I just wouldn't want to breathe that shit. I don't know. You're
breathing it anyway, so who cares?
Yeah, to each his own. Every time there's a major fire here, because we're in a valley, it just sets right in.
All right. Well, thank you for listening, and make sure to subscribe so you can help this channel grow.
Please.
Have a good day.